there's a Puck.
Well,
Sorry, not Puck. Puck is their team.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what I'm scared about here, though, in terms of the Geek fam is how do they push towers early? They don't really have such a great way. Like their siege is going to be very, very slow here.
For Geek fam, but
Yeah,
they have
for
the
Geek
AM.
fam.
They have the end game, you know. AM
Yeah,
is gonna AM against PA, sure.
Yes.
You could argue that PA could out carry the AM, but the thing is AM peaks faster than the PA because you just farm faster. You can break around the map.
Definitely.
You can clear waves faster, and if you look at his overall composition as well with his team, the Ogre is gonna buff him. There's a Doom to counter. The PA is gonna Doom you, and what hashtag has doesn't really enhance the PA's ability to fight. They have Inkswell, that's it. The rest of the heroes are just single target heroes.
Yeah. I mean, I totally agree with you, but like my concern here more lies to the fact that Geek fam they're you know have this fantastic fight. They're gonna get a Doom off. They're gonna use you know the Mana Void even get involved in a big fight. Use all 3 Remnant charges, and then they're gonna push 1 tower, and then question mark is gonna be right back ready to fight.
They don't have tower damage. I agree, but why do you need the tower damage when you just need to use your heroes to defend your area? You don't have to push the tower, but as long as you make sure you defend your towers, AM can farm. He's hitting creeps. He's hitting his ancients. Why are you worried?
So it's more of a 4 protect 1 sort of kind of play style this game.
Because the way you make space is obviously the most simple way is to open up the map to kill the enemy tower. But there's also another side of it, which is holding your own tower to maintain the space for your AM to farm. And I find that players are always thinking one way. It's just one way, you know. When you talk to players in pub, they're always like, "Oh, we're just trying to take their tower."
Yeah,
they're not really
yeah.
thinking, "Oh, we are not." Our heroes are not going to allow us to do that, but on the other hand, we have heroes that can defend our area.
Definitely. I mean, it's in the name of the game, right? Defense of the Ancients. It's essentially a tower defense game.
Yeah, and players are, I think, overall sometimes too just very, very focused on attacking, and they forget that the game is both ways. Either if you can't attack, you defend.
Okay, well, let's flip that coin, right? Let's look at the defensive abilities here for Geek fam, right? I mean, you can always
Doom.
You can always threaten with the Doom, right?
Yeah.
Much like Puppy, like Sheever said, you know, sometimes it's not always about the black hole, but the threat of the black hole,
Yes.
right?
And you have the Rubik or this Ember. They do a lot of damage. They can kill heroes. They cannot kill towers, but they can kill heroes. That's why it's easier to defend your towers.
And they can clear waves incredibly quickly
correct.
too. Okay, very reasonable. Thank you for opening my eyes to the game of Defense of the Ancients too.
Man of logic.
Yes, facts and logic, indeed. My pro. I do like this starting item. Surprised actually that he's opted for just a Ring of Protection, but one on the Axe has got some value here. But offlaner versus offlaner, Cuckoo versus the Axe.
We didn't really touch about the fact that they actually went for aggressive lane with the AM. They are trying to dodge the AM against the Axe lane because that lane is very difficult, and we mentioned earlier that for the Radiant draft to work, they have to do well in the lanes.
Yes.
And their Geek fam is just trying to avoid that from happening. If they don't really need to win the lanes as long as they make sure it's 50-50. They don't lose the lanes badly. Geek fam is happy of the outcome. And this Puck, Grimstroke, there's a very, very greedy support though. They both need a lot of farm.
It really is,
and
yeah.
levels.
Yeah, it really is. It's position 5 Grimstroke, so at least you're going to have a little bit more farm there.
Yeah, I guess the Grimstroke is not exactly that greedy, but the Puck 4 is greedy.
No, but I think the Grimstroke really does excel with the items. I agree with you on the Puck wholeheartedly.
Level 1 anti-mage.
Yeah,
he's Fairy Fire stick.
He's got 7 stick charges. Going to be alive a little bit longer. Can he get away underneath the tier 1? He's good to go. And now Leaf actually, they're going to turn on to him. Wyman and Jeffrey, they just need to get eyes on. And there we go. Maybe a bit overkill with the Fire Blast.
Don't mess with the Ogre.
No, not at all. He's going to get the kill. He's going to kill you. That's the problem with Ogre, right? Is you can harass him all day long, but he's just going to basically just sit there and tank. He
secures you the lane.
Yeah, run right back at you.
And you have Ogre. It's like having an Ogre, having a Bane, having an Undying usually means that you're going to be able to do well in the lane. That's why this kind of like setup is good when you have a hard carry like Anthony.
Is that going to be a jaunt forward? Wow.
Yeah, he has stick. He's baiting and he knows.
Oh, yeah.
It's a very, very good item.
He's got wands, actually.
Yeah, tri-lane against tri-lane. This is the most important item you want to get. Magic Stick.
Definitely. I've been feeling that one. So much as to he decides to go for a full wand, upgrading it.
And looking at the other lane setup, so Doom is going to be happy 1v1 against the Axe because you have the Devour to get more in exchange.
Yep.
Axe can cut creeps, farm the jungle, but at the end of the day, you're Doom. You're happy if you get the farm. Ember against Tiny, and again, this matchup is very skill-based, Both, I think both heroes can win the matchup depending on who plays the lane better. And as of right now, Ember has more denies, and Axe is trying to clear the wave.
Yeah.
Oh, he ate the big creep.
There he is. Yeah, Doom jumping in, getting a little bit involved in that little piece of the pie.
I think in this lane you probably could be greedy and max a devour. Let's see what he does here. Because it's a 1v1 lane and you can actually play really greedy.
Right, because you don't really want to be too close to the creep wave anyway.
Yeah, and the heal, the regeneration actually helps you, the extra regeneration. DD, so who gets the bottle refill?
Oh, it's gonna be
he's gonna pay the price, is he?
Is he? I don't know. Oh, line easy to turn around. There he goes. We'll pay the price. I think he was gonna die anyway there, but
I think it was okay. Like I think trading his life for a full bottle for the other opponent mid hero, that's a pretty decent trade-off.
Right, because especially because he just literally TPs into the mid lane anyway and refills the bottle for his.
Yeah, no, and because you die, you can refill the other guy's bottle if you need to.
Oh, he's TPing bottom actually.
He needs to help the PA.
Okay, fair enough, fair enough.
Rubik has a DD. There's a lot of pressure in the lane.
Yeah, okay.
And he's level 3. They can actually kill one of the, especially even the Ogre, if he is out of position, they have enough damage to kill him right now.
It is going to be, looks like maxing Devour, by the way, 3 points into Devour. Cuckoo's popping out of the vision there, popping out of the fog rather to get a CS.
Yeah. Bounty rune time. Seems like Geek Fam's going to secure the bottom 2 runes. I don't think the Raiden can do much about it, but they're going to get the top rune. So 2 apiece probably. Catapult wave gonna spawn. Don't really see any side being able to pressure the towers with their heroes. Doom is just gonna eat the siege creep. Oh, he gets one of the runes here at top.
Yeah,
so
he did.
3 runes for Dire.
They're gonna scan, but Cuckoo's gonna find.
Yeah, he just needs to go to the lane and eat the siege creep.
Pretty much, right? Eat the siege creep, jungle for maybe a little bit, regen back up, show back into the lane, and make sure Axe is not cutting it, right?
Yeah. And even if he's cutting the wave and farming the lane and the jungle, it doesn't really bother you too much because you get Devour. So you're getting the equal amount of trade-off.
AM, the way with the new person, what is it, with the Persona. Budget one came out today. I was telling you about that. It was a toy, but this game, Abed probably looking to toy with his opponents, rather, on the AM. Anything good to counterspell this game? Nothing like too fantastic. Hold up, that actually, Ember's just dead.
Oh, that's a very, very big kill. Because the Tiny against the Ember this game, they're both gonna look to out-rotate each other. And that kill actually gives Tiny a huge edge. He's gonna refill the bottle. You're gonna look at who can control the rune. Because the hero that gets the rune, gets the bottle refilled, is gonna most likely have the edge in terms of how you're gonna rotate around the map. Because they both have to rotate and give space to the supports to get levels.
No, definitely. Yeah, and the Puck even getting a little bit of experience there as well. It's going to be a big boost for question mark.
Oh, is he gonna? I think he should go in. Yeah.
No, he wants to force him off. I think maybe just secure deny, secure CS there that he was working on. But that is going to be, a kill mid. It's a pretty big one at that. They will send, who's that, Rubik over in the mid lane as well to try and soak a few levels. We'll see how long Sheffer decides to stick around here, though. As he may be going top instead. Always like this. I really like when you see supports rotate all the way through the map, you know? Instead of just going mid and then going immediately back down to bottom. In cases when you don't need to be right back bottom. Yeah, you see Leaf go right back top. Maybe could use a little bit more help now bottom. As PA turning, gets stunned just on the Whitemon. Might have overextended actually, KMP. Does not have enough mana for a Blink Strike. Has the 5 wand charges, should be okay.
Comes the backup. It's a pretty good way to force the Tiny to rotate.
We can see a toss.
Even if the Ogre dies, it's fine here, I think. It's space for the other lanes. AM is still farming in front of the tower. He's still fine. I think overall it's not that big of a deal the Ogre dies here. And top lane, they're going to be able to kick the Axe out.
Oh, they even doom him, actually.
Yeah, he's dead. There's no one to TP to help him.
Yep, a good telekinesis, holding on to that one for long enough, and the kill to Cuckoo.
This is a bigger kill compared to the Ogre.
Yes, yes indeed. Still not quite equalizing though for the death to Carl, I would say.
Tiny has been moving around, so he's trying to give space. Like, it's very important to give it to the Puck. He needs a lot of levels, a lot of space to get it. 8 minutes rune. Rubik is here to control one of it.
Yeah, they're just going to be able to force Leaf off. Rune still spawns bottom.
Did the Tiny get it?
Yeah, it's going to be my kill.
That's pretty important. So now he can actually try to show himself and maybe TP to another lane when his TP is ready.
Yeah.
Pop the Invis.
Pop the Invis, go for a sneaky kill there, but
he's already moving bot. He's doing the right thing. He needs to move right now. Can he get the kill here on the AM? It's a bit difficult.
It will be hard. 21 charges as well is not going to make that very easy. And there goes Whitemon. Hey guys, I'm here. Come hit me.
Ogre. Kill me.
I'm Ogre. I am very tanky. The short stun will be enough. Actually, oh, there goes.
Not enough. He didn't get the full
No,
combo.
I was gonna say I don't think he got all the damage in right from the Avatos. It didn't look quite right. So that's gonna be some time wasted then for a
I
Tiny.
think they could have killed him anyway. I don't think it would have been enough damage, but he didn't get the full combo off for sure.
Yeah, it would have helped probably had he got the combo. I think the Phantom's Embrace was a bit late, or maybe he was out of cast range, but no matter. No kills.
It's just better trade-off for Dire right now. They're farming with the full Devour, almost, I think 3 points in Devour at least the last time I saw, and then they have the AM farming bot lane. Oh, he actually 4 points. So he's going like full greed because he's allowed to in this kind of game.
Yeah, he definitely is. Little call then onto Abed. What's he doing? He's pulling the creep wave over. All right.
He's not free farming, but his net worth is still in a reasonable position. And because the trade-off is the Doom is really fat.
Yeah, seriously, it's a bit of a problem, right? And they actually do have a bit of problems killing this Doom, right? They kind of, especially once he gets a drums up or something in the face boost, he's gonna be so fast. I mean, unless you want to commit
he's
a Dream Coil.
a very, very dangerous threat on the map whenever he has Doom. You know, he can kill anyone alone, and he's gonna be able to create a lot of pressure and allow the AM to farm. That's why there's this concept of like sometimes people talk about like when you have a draft, you have a hard carry and you have a space maker. It's actually more important to give your space maker a later pick so he secures his lane because he's gonna be moving and making space. So what if the carry gets a poorer start? He's still going to farm even if he gets a good start. But the moving hero, if he doesn't get a good start, he's not going to be able to move around efficiently. So
No, I see what you're saying. Yeah. You're saying that like the Doom needs to have a good start so that in the early to mid game, he can be the buffer, be the space that
even
AM,
if it's at the expense of the AM's early game.
A little bit at the expense. It's not because when AM gets his Battle Fury, he needs 10-15 minutes of uninterrupted farm.
He's
in
still
the
going to farm anyway.
He's still going to farm anyway. Right, but you'd much rather have someone to be the buffer space, right? It's like when you have a Timber Saw that gets dumpstered, and then the enemies are all in your jungle.
And even if your carry is free farming, it doesn't really.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because after that, Timber is useless, and they will go to your carry and pressure your carry.
It's the same thing. I feel like you see it more with Timber. Timber to me is a bit of a boom or bust kind of hero.
Yeah, because I'm talking about this because when you look at the draft, right? If you look at different teams' draft, like what heroes they're keeping for the last pick, it tells you a lot on how they are thinking who has priority and whatnot. Different teams draft very, very different.
And what their win condition is going to be, right?
Some they just pick their win condition early and they leave it to...
Oh, Dream Coil? This is going to completely whiff. They're not going to find anyone. Oh, they
got
will
the courier.
All right.
Consolation prize?
Consolation prize. They will lose the tower, though. It's the Siege Wagon that picks up the kill with the level 1 Bloodlust.
But you see, like, the Doom is such a presence on the map right now. Like he's doing a lot for the AM is still free farming regardless at this point. Ember is also having he's even having a better game than the AM, even though he died that one time.
He did, but I mean, like I'm saying, that's just more time, more space for the AM
the
to farm.
Doom is creating such a big distraction in the game, and the hashtag lineup doesn't really have a very strong team fight. They have the Coil in and what the Grimstroke. There's really no combo as well with the Soulbind. It's just the Ink Swell. And once the pipe or whatever like BKB is up on the Doom, it's gonna be very, very difficult for them to kill.
No, this could be a big kill. Oh, good luck running. Oh, actually, might get a bit lucky. Now the player's not gonna last nearly enough, and that should be as easy as they come then.
Yeah, this is an issue with having nowhere to farm. Like he needs to farm in a dangerous place, and maybe his teammates could have protected him better. But this is a result of the map being very, very constricted for the carry. There's no one being able to move around to create space for the PA to farm. Whereas the AM, sure, he didn't. If you look at his game, you know he didn't have a brilliant lane, but he has this Doom and Ember walking around because they both have a better lane than him. So they have these two heroes walking around, creating a lot of distraction, pressure on the map. Even though you said a little bit about, oh, they don't really have heroes that can take towers, but they don't really need to take towers.
No, you're right. They just need AM. They need AM to have 3-4 items. Realistic. But seriously, right? Yeah. He needs Battle Fury's boots plus 2-3 items. Manta.
And the other heroes are allowing him to do that.
Of course. No. It makes complete sense. I mean, that is of course with the caveat that yes, we accept
and the
Ogre
is just constantly doing this, like breaking the smoke, blocking the rotations, and that's his job. You know, you might see him, oh, he's dying again and again and again, but he's doing his job. No. This is exactly and precisely what he can do most in the game, what he can offer towards his team.
Especially because he's so tanky that they have to expend an extra 5-6 seconds chasing him down, killing him.
Yeah, that's a bonus, you know. But even if you're like, say, like a position 5, like a Grimstroke or whatever, you're supposed to protect your carry, block the smokes for him.
That's something I really like when I watch Fear. I think Fear does a really great job of playing that sort of role, especially when he plays a lot of
You have to
5.
understand what you need to do, where you need to be positioned on the map, where are the enemy going. Like you need to look at the map as a point, like, okay, we are farming here, we're controlling this area, and they need to take this area back. You have to understand when they're coming back to take the area, and when you're supposed to break the smoke for him.
Definitely. Yeah, I mean, it's not going to be the fastest AM Battle Fury of them all. In fact, he's the poorest core on his team. But
it doesn't matter.
Again, it doesn't matter. A masterclass in Dota win conditions here by Winter. Thank you.
They're playing a very, very well thought of game right now.
Definitely.
They're not taking any towers, but they're taking. Just look at the map. Who is farming where? How much they are farming, and how big of the map it is for them. Everyone is farming. It's not just about the AM. Everybody is farming. Hey, you look at the Rubik, how fat he is.
And here he goes, right? 2 heroes showing mid with Carl and Cuckoo. It's going to force 4 heroes to be here.
And they have a coil here.
Yeah, they might actually
he dodged the call?
Wow, he did actually with the illusion, and he's still going to die. It was really cool, though.
Yeah, he dodged the call, but that death was like, I think he just didn't expect. It's just Carl doing Carl things. He's trying to be
trying to be the hero.
Aggressive, put pressure. He just didn't account for that the Axe already had dagger, so he died there. If the Axe didn't have dagger, I don't think he would have died there.
Good control.
Yeah.
But, I mean, just, 2 heroes there, forcing the 4 heroes mid lane is a serious commitment there.
Now that AM knows, okay, Axe has dagger, I have to play more cautiously if I don't see him on the map. Better the Ember died than the AM dying.
Definitely, definitely. But still, our Doom continues to lead in terms of net worth.
What does he have on the Doom?
I know he's got a full drums and maybe +1, a full pipe.
Oh yeah, pipe. That's great because it's all magic damage.
Yeah, it is.
I actually thought about the item I mentioned a bit, but most of them just get BKB. But in this game, in this manner, he's like the front line, right? He's the tank, because Ember doesn't want to be the front line. And Doom with the pipe, he's just poking all the tiny damage, the puck damage.
Might see another blink.
He is so tanky though. He is so tanky.
He is tanky, but he didn't manage to get the pipe off. Yeah, he's barely dying. He's able to get the pipe off quite easily. And now they're going to be looking to turn. Soul binded up by 2, but
there's no way they had enough damage to kill him. There was no way.
My pro did not spin a single time there as they were right-clicking down. Poor guy. A good coil onto 2, and they're going to return the favor.
Close to dying, man.
They're going to return the favor with a nice little Doom onto the puck. Looks like Tiny could be next to go, but the move slows Carl. Is he going to commit for it? He will.
It took them 2 sets of combo from the Tiny, a couple of spells from the puck to actually eventually kill him, and they lost 3 heroes to do that.
Yep. And that was it a 5v4 or was it a 4v4? I think it was 4v4, right?
4v4.
4v4 fight.
Yeah, AM wasn't there, PA wasn't there. They're both same net worth, but the AM's team is just doing way better.
Here comes Rubik, just threatening to kick him out of the lane.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, and right now the Dire just needs to make sure that the Radiant team doesn't really get the Roche sneakily. They make sure they know that. They have good vision. Look at their wards, right? They have 1 ward on the top area around the Ancients. They have 1 ward on the bottom area. So they know, with these 2 good wards, they know precisely what the Radiant team is doing. This is like perfect warding, right? You want 1 on the top side of the map, 1 on the bottom side, and then 1 on either of your entrance on the board or top.
Yeah, they give a lot of information on rotating where someone's going, where they've been.
Okay, they have the smoke with this dagger on a Tiny. They want to get, they're heading to the Ancients. They're predicting AM is there, but AM is already out. So look at the map. They're getting a lot of the map.
It's Ogre.
It's gonna be Ogre again. No, Doom. But you don't want to go on Doom?
No.
You remember what happened the last time?
You just learned the lesson, and you actually don't even have the Dream Coil up this time, so they're going to wait, and they're going to have to look for a smaller fish this time.
This pipe is just a very, very smart choice.
Early pipe, I like it. Especially because, I mean, not only the Tiny, but when you do pick a support like the Puck, who normally brings a lot of damage as a core, still brings roughly the same amount of damage as a support early, I would say.
It's Ogre. He popped the pipe.
Yeah, there he goes, popping the pipe, walking right uphill, though the double toss is going to be able to nuke him down, but look how strong this man is.
Doom is not even at half health.
He's barely bothered by it now. My pro getting ran on down through the river he goes. This man, no boots, no skins, but might get his skin saved here a bit longer by
second combo.
Oh, and they go. The coil actually onto 2, and Ember Spirit falling quite
AM.
low. They need a little bit more. Carl, can he escape? He will actually. Even nets himself a kill on the way out. Just now Lion, no mana here, as Abed joining the fight at the talent.
That pipe is such a game winner, Richie. The pipe is just amazing.
It is. Winter is so happy about this pipe right now. I love it. I mean, you're completely right. It's kind of a small thing to focus on, maybe in the grand scheme of things.
Winning the game for
it really is here. Uh-oh, Carl. Oh, see ya.
See ya. That's a huge pickup.
Yeah, that's a bit of.
Gonna die.
He might. I mean, it's a bit of a silly death, as he will not be able to kill Abed. Of course, without the mana void, use that one.
Yeah, it was close. Almost had enough with that last right click.
Yeah, that's a bit. I mean, and patience would have paid off there. There's a regen rune spawning bottom, as if to taunt Carl. But just unfortunate there for him. Gets caught a, you know, I'm always very lenient, you know, in my pubs and especially the pro players, especially, right? Because I mean, it'd be like the pot calling the kettle black here with them. But you know, you always get one. You know, whenever you got like an Enigma on your team against a Rubik, you know, you always get one. He can steal one black hole. After the second one, that's why I start to point the finger.
Why not just don't get the black hole?
Well,
just don't use it.
Well, because you never know, right? Maybe you don't remember. You know, I'm playing the Witch Doctor. I always let Rubik steal just one before I remember to toggle the Voodoo Restoration, right? So he does not steal the Death Ward. Stuff like that. But that I say that because that second death on Carl is the second instance he's been caught by the Blink Dagger. The first one, okay, Blink Dagger reveal. Sure, good Blink Dagger reveal. You got me there. The second one, come on, right?
Yeah, but it's Carl.
I guess so.
He always thinks that you can never kill him. That's how he plays.
Well, he's they've caught him here just a few times. What I mean, look how aggressively they can play.
He's one of the kind of player that you really like when you're playing carry, because that guy actually he dies sometimes, but he makes a lot of space for you.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, that's fair. That's definitely very fair. I mean, you know, better than that Carl dies in a moment like this than the AM, right?
Yeah, but if you don't have like a very reliable carry, let's say you have like a carry that likes to fight, this kind of playstyle probably doesn't fit you. Because you need like a more greedy mid player that can play stable, doesn't feed, and play the win condition. So it all depends on your overall composition. What kind of players you have on your team?
Definitely. That's interesting. That's interesting that you point that out.
That's why they worked so well with Raven before.
That's what I was saying, right? Because I was like trying to remember. I was like, that's why it worked well with Raven, because these guys were a very flip-flop, right? They sometimes they kind of knew, okay, I don't know, they probably talked about it clearly, you know, in the draft. But they're like, all right, you know, this time I'll just kind of be balls to the walls, a little bit crazy, just running at them. You focus on.
You don't have to tell him to do that. He's gonna do that.
I mean, and what's great with Abed though, especially when he's on a hero like the AM, you know, that's his role. He is your rock.
He is gonna carry you. He's the win condition, and he's gonna make sure he doesn't do anything silly. He knows his limits. He gets his farm. He doesn't die. Gets the right items.
Yep. Oh, there's a Blade Mal though, speaking of items here.
You don't want a guy that plays carry that tries to, I think I can get this kill.
Yeah.
He always tries to do something extra.
And the reason I call it, you know, AM joining the fight just at the tail end, there's no spells that can even catch him, right? He's full HP, full mana. It's not a problem.
No risk.
No, zero risk, only rewards. If anything, just for showing up, extra experience.
I like that you actually brought that up, because a lot of players, they actually don't play with, they don't do the risk calculation management. They take risks in the wrong situations. I would say the appropriate time for you to play risky is like when you're in a losing game. You're down, right? You have to do something drastic to change the game. Then it's okay for you to take the risk.
I would almost argue that when you pick an AM, I think you start the game losing, right? Because no, I'm serious. That sounds stupid, right? Because it's not like the hero is bad. It's not like you're picking Pudge Techies as your support duo, but it's because you need to play a correct style of game that is quite predictable. AM is probably, I mean, his build hasn't changed in how long, right? You know exactly.
10,000 years.
You know exactly what he's wanting to do. Yeah, I guess you know. I'll tell you what. They changed AM's appearance before they changed the build. AM literally trained an entire I didn't read the lore way. It's like a
come on, AM used to be played in a very weird way where there was a time where you would bot Vanguard Yasha and you would fight.
Indeed, you would fight the music. As we try and get the issue sorted out here, some lag issues for Geek fam. But no, I mean, okay, with exception to that, but for the most part, it's like power treads into Battle Fury into see you later.
There was fine. The Vlad's power treads build was with Magnus when you had Empower.
Okay.
But there was a time where you would actually build Vanguard. You would go for the fights early. You would max your mana break, come to fights, fight.
Sure. So I guess more by that I meant, you know, if AM is, I think, inherently a little bit greedy, right? That's saying, hey, we're confident in taking this a little bit late game.
He is, I would say, the most traditional carry. He would actually literally be the meaning of carry.
Okay.
AM would be the most classic example if you look for.
But he's very vulnerable to an undercut, right? As in, if you go with something like an Ursa, I mean, not this is a viable draft, but like an Ursa, a TA, I don't know, like a Slaughter, like something very quick in your face.
TA is a way to deal with AM for sure.
You know, kind of just like this in your face. That's kind of what I mean. So I like when we see this. I mean,
where is PA? He's alone.
PA is alone. They're looking for a Doom actually. Cuckoo. Oh, nice BKB by the way. 10 seconds, and they might be looking to maybe re-engage. But that'll nullify the BKB. Is that worth it? A 10-second BKB for a Doom charge?
But he he was worried he might die there. He might get caught by the Ember because he doesn't see anything on the map. So I think he was right to pop his BKB. And he needed actually his team to, because he was very afraid. He was alone around the map to farm. And he had nowhere else to farm, so he had to take the creeps there.
Anyway, to finish off my point, where was we going? Oh, yeah. That's why I think heroes like Spectre obviously can really shine because...
Spectre is also a very... Okay, I think Spectre is not an easy carry to play because it's not because of the spells that he has to cast. It's about understanding what you need to do in a game, when you need to hide in the trees, which area you need to farm.
When you need to haunt into the fight.
Yeah, because he is actually a hero that farms very slowly in the beginning of the game because you can only clear creeps with dagger and it's a long cooldown. You don't have a lot of mana, so you need to understand where you can farm, which side of the map, to identify which is the dangerous area, which is the dead lane, and you shouldn't be there.
We were talking about this earlier as well, but you know, if you want to look more into the risk management and carry players, I mean, Jackie Mao, right? Jackie Mao. You know, to a degree, I think the poor guy gets memed on, but I think one of our lines was he's the man. He outsmarts himself sometimes, doesn't he?
Yeah, but you can't deny he's a very smart player.
I agree. That's what I'm saying, though. Sometimes he's just expecting the perfect play out of himself 100%, and well,
or expecting the perfect play from his opponents.
Yes, exactly, right. And that's not always the case, but yeah. So that was a nice little tangent. Well, here we go. I think we've covered the AM farming period, and maybe now let's start to get a little bit more spicy. It's Carl.
Nice.
Dual Scepter. He does have the Remnant back. He should be okay. Actually, no, there's going to be the call onto him. There's no saves for him either. Will they have the damage? Not quite. Carl still alive. PA looking for a crit. Yet to find one. Cuckoo then to be able to prevent them from chasing any further, and he should be okay. Medallion is going to lower his armor a bit, but not by much.
He missed the call.
Oh, they missed, actually. Maybe now they're going to go back in as the BKB duration the second time has been popped. Getting called up there or taunted was the...
They're going for anti-mage. Does he have a call?
But no, he's going to be out of there just in time. Now Doom is going to be soul-binded up by 2. Oh, nice job there. They are able to burst down the action before another call comes down. That's going to reduce their lockdown. Now Doom still will die. Looks like Ogre Magi. He's actually getting off a Bloodlust before it goes. And a stun here. That's going to result in a kill onto PA. And still the Ogre is alive. As now Mikael, he will be, I think, the last casualty of this fight.
Look at how they almost killed everyone. And why they're alive. Again, the pipe actually kept even the Ogre alive.
Yep.
Casting another round of spells actually won them the fight. The PA died because of that.
That was actually really funny. I just noticed at the end, Abed was like, bloodlust me, stun him.
And you saw how he was positioning himself in the fight. He wasn't very reckless. He was waiting. He was patient. He was in the wings waiting for the right opportunity to come in. He's just waiting for the PA because the PA blinks in to pop his BKB. Yep. Why do I have to fight him now? So he blinks out immediately. He waits and waits and waits and comes in at the right moment.
Just the patience there out from Abed. Nicely done. Now he's going to have another Mantis, or he's going to have a Mantis style opting for the Halberd.
I like the Halberd.
I like it. I think SNY is just so good. Halberd probably still one of the better items.
The disarm is nice.
I think our panel was like, and you actually agreed, being MKB is just so good right now. But I think Halberd is also up there.
Isn't like Halberd like one of the items that has a very high win rates as well in pubs? I remember reading
probably. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, they're going to go with that. He actually tried to get a call up, but no, Abed's going to just casually steal all of his mana. You don't need that anymore where you're going, sir. See you later. That was okay, actually. Okay, so BKB, Desolator.
That was a huge sacrifice for them as well. They went BKB second item is a pretty early BKB on the PA. They took a fight and they couldn't win the fight.
Yeah, and that's the time. Excuse me, that's the 10 and the 9 second charge already both expended, right? For not really much out. I think you pick up maybe a Doom once, as in a kill onto the Doom out of that. That's about it. It's not been too fantastic out of them, but there's the Echo Saber on Tiny. That makes the kills a little bit easier. It's still quite tricky to catch.
The issue is like they are number one. They're lacking damage right now, and their team fight is not that great. They don't have a clear combo with the Soul Bind. That's why they're gonna have to just wait until the PA gets really strong, and then you have the double, triple dagger with the Soul Bind later on. Then you're going to start to see heroes dying, but that's going to be like, what, 20 minutes away before that happens?
Yeah, at this point, right? And Ember Spirit, he's going to be looking to be poking and prodding a bit more. I like the Aghanim's item on him quite a lot, especially if the tempo this space is going.
The heals is an amazing item here as well.
Yep.
Counters the Axe initiation, he helps him survive against the Grimstroke.
Who is not going to be able to survive, by the way, against the Smoke Gank, but he does tank it. They're looking for more, but the Axe already blinking away is Carl. Wow, he's really fishing for that one, but he's not going to find it.
Yeah, they had our lane ward. That's why they knew he was around the vicinity. But time for Roche, I guess. They've already taken the whole map. Time for them to secure Roche. They have a medallion. They have a medallion on Doom, right? Yeah, Doom has a medallion.
It seems a bit tough, I think. a bit tough. I mean, he's going to be back in 8 seconds. The TP takes 4. You still have tier 2s up. We'll see here if they can make it work, but I think hashtag question mark. They know exactly what's going on here. It's only going to be a matter of if they can catch up in time here. So we'll smoke up his found. Yeah, Roche just about on 3/4 or 2/3 HP. Make that Sane math. And yeah, here they go. Hashtag.
Well, Olga, guess what?
Guess
Hello?
what? And Cuckoo, that's not who we wanted, but I guess we'll take it to Michael. But there's the 10-second BKB. The Axe still
he's
going to
dead.
blow him up. Look at that. The buyback as well as they have found the puck, but Doom without BKB. Abed smartly sitting on the high ground, waiting for that BKB duration to run on out. We'll see if they want to try and reinitiate. They did blow up the puck, but really no ultis dropped there.
They have to try and get something when the Doom is dead, yeah.
The only utility, yes, I agree, but the only utility they actually used there was the 10-second BKB. So they still, I think, the question mark are very, very good spot to fight.
Ogre's trying to scout the Roche.
Yeah, he is, and he's going to scout. He will die now as they actually have gotten a coil there onto one. The Ember Spirit buying a little bit more time there with the Yule Scepter, but the Soul Bind onto Abed is going to keep him locked down, but they have now forced question mark out of the pitch. My man, he has bought back. Bloodlust might make this go a bit faster,
They
but
just
Roche
need to wait for Doom to come back. Then he still has ultimate. The Radiant team does not have BKB and PA.
Look at that ward right there as well by question mark.
Wow. Oh yeah, that's an amazing ward.
That's a very quality ward there. They're going to have fantastic vision. And we'll see what they can get done here as they're just going to keep throwing illusory orbs into the pit. Cuckoo now back alive. He's trying to break the blink daggers with the Yule Scepter immediately. Roche falling incredibly low. Who's going to be able to pick it up? Carl on the way in. It will be Carl. They snag the kill and the Aegis and the kill onto the Axe. Looking for a bit more. Cuckoo BKB running right at the enemies here as we heard another kill there onto the puck. They have actually caught one more. It will be the Grimstroke. Abed now, I think, is not quite yet in fighting form, but he's definitely more than willing to join the fights here.
It's such a masterclass from Geek. They did everything correctly from the start of the game. They were not playing rashly. They were taking
look at this. They might even get a kill here.
No TP, right?
Maybe. Oh, nice Yules, though. Abed nearly getting crit to death. There we go. Finally getting a little bit of a stun and some help from the supports. Beautifully done.
Yeah, just like from start to finish, they were not taking any unnecessary risks. They were playing the map correctly. They're getting perfect items.
So patient around that Roche fight.
Yeah,
so patient.
And the Ogre is just like doing everything correctly, like feeding the right in the right places, breaking the smokes, and giving them the information. And AM he didn't get a good lane, at all. But he had he had the whole map to farm after that.
Exactly. It's really been working wonders for them here. And
I mean, the only, I think, misplay they had was in the earlier middle tier one where they didn't know the Axe had blink.
Yeah, Carl got caught twice, right, with the blinks, I think.
Oh, that was the only thing. The rest of the game, I felt like they played the map correctly. They bought really good items on their heroes.
And here goes Abed. He's going to be getting a little bit aggressive.
He can blink?
He can. Yeah, but so can Abed. Can they find him, though? Yes, they can. And, well, with plenty other support coming on in, looking for a high five on the way out, they will give it to him. As high fives all around really now. And Abed, I think that's going to be not quite the whole round. 5-0-6 though. I mean, he's starting to get there, isn't he? Oof.
Yeah, and I can't imagine when the PA has a 5-second BKB, how is he going to play the game?
Exactly, because right now that's the only thing you can see. I've been calling it at every fight where Abed is standing since you pointed out. Abed waiting in the wings, Abed waiting on the cliff. They have vision on the PA.
They're just waiting. Once the PA has no BKB, he's just food.
I can't imagine how disappointed you'd be if you BKB and walk in expecting the entire team in the Roche pit, but it's literally just a Doom and an Ogre. Yeah. It's just awful. And well, there we go, Carl picking up a kill onto one of the supports. Trying to farm a bit more.
I'll tell you, as a support, he's one of the nightmare mid players you want to play against because he plays so aggressive. He's like always trying to look for kills, pressure you. Like he's not a conservative player at all, Yeah, sure, he feeds sometimes. Sometimes he dies, he makes mistakes. But at the same time, the pros of the way he's playing is he's always getting that extra kill that no one will get.
No, definitely. And it can make some supports think twice, right? Yeah. I mean, we've all been in those games where it's like, man, this Void Spirit is literally just jumping me. I'm going to stay extra far back in this fight.
Yeah, in a normal game, you probably would try to do something in the fight because you would just want to cast your spell, But against him, you'd be very afraid to do anything.
No, definitely.
And sometimes he wouldn't even be trying to kill you, but you're so afraid to push out the creeps.
That's the effect, right? Like I said, like Puppy, like Sheever said, it's not always about the black hole, it's about the threat of the black hole.
Yeah,
right?
And sometimes you think he's coming to kill you, he's actually just jungling.
No, he's just jungling. He's just jungling. He'd be like that. Oh, speaking of jungling, Leaf is going to be able to escape out from Jeffer. I guessed incorrectly there with the Blink Dagger.
Yeah, but what makes it work is all about the composition. You need to have the right composition of players to complement each other. There's no point if you have like a very big risk taker mid player, and then you have a carry that doesn't really want to play carry.
Yeah,
that
or
plays
he just wants to farm and be conservative, right?
Yeah, you need someone that farms and be conservative. You don't want a carry player that keeps fighting, because then it doesn't work.
Yeah, because then you have nothing to fall back on if your mate gets a little bit too aggressive, gets caught out here and there. If you're unable to make some good plays, yeah.
Yeah, if you have this kind of carry, you would be looking for a greedy mid player.
I like this. Yeah, Geek Fam, like you said, they've been playing a very patient game, and it's definitely a bit of a slower one with a PA versus an AM, but it's a very clean one here. They're not leaving it up to chance, giving hashtag question mark the respect.
Dota right now, because of how much it revolves around the carry, it's like to win a game, you have to play a very clean game as a carry, you know? Because both carries are going to be vying to out-carry each other, and if you make one mistake, you lose the game as a carry.
Oh no, oh, not bad. He's gonna take a chill pill though. Oh, everyone is here though. Can Carl scout him out? Everyone TPing away into the trees. PA will get the Yule Scepter treatment. Now she does have a BKB, but she's gonna get a tip out from Carl before she even lands. And that's gonna be another kill there.
I'm actually surprised that he actually saved his BKB charge before he TP'd out. I mean, it was already like, what, 6 or 5 seconds already.
Yeah, yeah, you got a point. You got a point. I mean, who knows, right? That extra second.
Yeah.
Oh, it's looking pretty tough here though, and now the AM has quite a sizable lead all of a sudden, 7,000 gold over the PA.
Look at what he's doing. Where is he farming?
He's cutting the waves. I mean, yeah, compared to where he was farming here 15 minutes ago to where he's farming now, right? That's amazing. There goes the Aegis.
Yeah, but that's the
expiring.
point. Even if AM has a good game or has a bad game, whatever he's going to be doing after the lane, it's going to be the same. He's going to be farming, hitting creeps.
Good blink out. Good blink out. Leaf might live here. Yeah, indeed, they will. Nice job. Didn't want to feed that Geometry set. What is going on here? We got the supports plus Abed here, just, you know, sieging high ground. Don't mind them. In the meantime, everyone else on a wild puck chase. But there's the Abyssal Blade now completed. I saw a Reaver that must be for a Satanic, I'd imagine, on our AM.
I felt like AC would have been good because it's against a PA.
Would be here. Yep. Okay. It'll be the Satanic.
Students getting Shivas.
I love the Solar Crest. I think that's an item 343. Adam really turned me on to. He's like, just build Solar Crest. You know, it's a good item.
Buff
Protect one.
your carry.
Buff your carry.
Yeah. Stay behind. You don't need to initiate. You just stay behind, buff him, wait for them to jump in.
I like that item quite a bit. As, again, just patiently here, Geek Fam, they're slowly starting to close the thread here a bit. You can see just from the positioning and hashtag, they're not really too willing to leave. I mean, look at that, even PA having second down to farming that bottom wave because they got very little vision. They're going to show top.
I don't think they have any vision. You see, there's not even one ops on the map.
Yeah. I would not doubt it here. As Nightfall will come, that's going to make it a little bit darker on that, a bit scarier here. What do you think? If you're Geek Fam, do you play it? I mean, you played it safe this far, right? You're going to be waiting for the Roche, set up some vision, get that second Aegis and cheese.
It's a good habit.
Right. It is.
I like watching teams, you know, even they're playing like weaker opponents, but they still treat the game like any other game they would play.
Yeah. Oh, well, there goes Leaf. I mean, trying to do whatever you can, right? Trying to delay the game, cut the waves a little bit longer, but nearly getting cut by Carl in half. As, again, a good blink out. And even picking up a few runes for their trouble. Even more than a couple. That's impressive stuff, twice already. I mean, of course, Puck, one of the more elusive here, especially with the Boots of Trapple and a blink, but still good stuff to see. Wasting a little bit of the time of Carl, but not of Abed. He is just a one-man farming machine.
He sees
Satanic.
Control.
Sees a free kill, and he's going to go for it. There we go. Carl and said, well, should have it.
I've been hitting creeps the whole game. I want some change.
I want some change, yes. Can we hit the bigger creeps now, please? Essentially at him to this point here. As Leaf will get the TP out now.
Oh, he got the puck. He was trying to look for the puck on the AM.
Wow. That's incredible. Paladin Sword, I mean, that's so good with Satanic as well. I think maybe that's probably why he went with Satanic. What do you think? Is Paladin Sword enough for you to build Satanic?
It's also good against X, the status resist, against the call, lifesteal. Everything is just good against X.
It really is. Well, not everything. Visage is really bad against X.
Okay.
It's true.
Alright, because you can kill the familiars?
Well, because the familiars make him spin a million times. Low damage, high attack speed.
It's always going to be that one thing in Dota, you know, that's something that you don't think about.
That's the beauty of it, right? That's the beauty of it. As again, Ogre out here breaking smokes. He's completely alone. Let's see, hashtag, will they recognize this? I think they might know. Now they're going to get eyes on another support, but looks like the tanky Ogre, they're not even going to be able to kill him, actually. As everyone else is they're still waiting for more. In the meantime, they actually have found the AM. Look at that, it's paid off. KMP finds the AM.
No, they got both the aim and the Doom.
Wow, okay, well, all of a sudden here, now Carl in some serious trouble. Michael there connecting a stun, but the Remnant's already out, silence up, nowhere to go, and he will die.
How did the AM actually die?
I didn't see that. I think he must have gotten
rapier.
caught.
They had a rapier.
Oh, that'll do it.
That's a rapier.
That'll do it. And it's going to be a slow Roche, luckily here for Geek Fam, but there we go. That's a pretty fast rapier as well. I mean,
so he died in one. He got called by the axe, right?
He must have,
and he just died.
I literally didn't see him. He just deleted. He got deleted. That's his first.
That's why
death.
I felt like he's gonna need an armor item right now, like a butterfly or AC. I think AC is really good. Just good overall, and it gives you aura for your teammates.
Good patience there by hashtag. I was saying that they've only been finding supports all game, and they played it very patiently that time. Maybe just feinting, going in on the Ogre, just so more heroes would show up, and then actually going on the reinforcements.
Yeah.
Good stuff. Now this game is a bit more scary. Now that 6-second BKB seems a bit better, doesn't it? That one extra second. You never know, right?
And you're 25 level. He has the extra crit damage.
Fortunately for hashtag, though, I really wishing it would be a fast Roche, but they're going to be left waiting here for, seems like another minute or so. Yep, indeed. So that'll give enough time here for Geek Fam to respawn and try and prepare a defense. But already you can take a look at the wards that they placed down. That's a same ward in the exact same spot here, just above the pit there, giving some great vision, rotations there. I mean, it's good stuff. 4 wards,
yeah, they know Roshan is gonna be the next because they have a rapier. They need to secure the Rosh.
It needs to be it. Yep.
Oh,
it's their lifeline. They have to secure the Rosh.
Nice kill there on the courier. Had the Shiva's recipe on it. Interesting. It's not an insignificant item to be killing, although Doom is so far off of it, though. Actually, without buyback here on Cuckoo, so could be of some concern. Looks like he bought out for Solar Crest, maybe. He's gonna go for a wrap around of their own. Nice position by Axe, though. He will break the smoke. Ward will be placed down, so already the vision being cut. Good patience, though, by question mark.
Does he find the ward this time?
He should. That should scout it. And there goes Roche respawning.
He gets it this time.
Yeah, they're gonna find it. That'll cut plenty of vision now.
All right, that's my new sentry spot.
It's a good one, right? Yeah, I agree. Especially if you're
nice
on
one.
Dire. If you're on Dire.
That's a very nice one.
So already 2 D wards is going to make it a bit easier, but great wraparound. There is a observer ward there, and who have they caught here? Oh, it's Carl.
Oh, he has no buyback.
Okay, no buyback. That's dead for 90, but Roche, they don't do it nearly fast enough here, actually. Even with the Solar Crest, they have some difficulties. So now Carl, without that, there. Oh, that's going to be the jump. Who have they caught? 1. Both supports here in some serious trouble. There's going to be the toss onto 1. Goes sceptered up, will be Rubik, so they're going to have to kill him second. But there's the buyback, actually. Now, oh, it was Cuckoo. Cuckoo picked up a bounty rune. That gave Carl the buyback, but now Rubik still without buyback, so they're going to have to fight without Jeffer if they decide to go for it now. But in goes Cuckoo looking for a Doom target. He has found 1. Oh my God, he got blown up. Oh, that's a dieback. He got cripped, I think, by just 1 rapier. Has to get out of here. Carl's going to go down. That's going to be a dieback onto him. Sure, you can doom up the BA, I guess, but good luck trying to actually get any serious damage onto her. Holy moly.
Oh, they need armor items right now. The PA is doing way too much damage.
She really is. That was, I mean, indeed, what the frog just happened, that one. You pick up the bounty, you go in from behind. It looks like somewhat an ideal jump. You get the doom off, but doesn't matter. I think this is what QO down we're talking about. You need a hero that can fight through a doom, and well, that's a hero that'll fight through the doom. You cannot.
Yeah, the rapier was a very, very huge turner in the fights.
Yeah.
They took a fight. They want to fight. They got Roche.
Look at this. This is the Morphling game.
I think it's over.
I think it's over as well. Let's see. They should know. Yeah, they should know. They go through top. This should be the game, especially with the neutral item, the leveler. We'll see how much they want to push it. They're with the fortify out. I mean, they really do need Carl in this fight, though. I don't think that alone is going to be enough. Caught without buyback, died back even.
Does he have buyback on him? He has to go and try and buy some time.
He does have buyback now. He needs to buy some time. I agree with you here. at least cut the wave or something. There we go, Ancient exposed, jumping on and onto the PA. Can they actually get the kill here? She does have the Aegis. Abed falling quite low to control him, but 4 times multi-gas is not enough. They're not going to get the dunk, but they will get him on his first life. As in they go, straight for the throne. Finally, the Abyssal Blade will be utilized here, but Michael's still hitting, and they don't even care. The PA has one objective, and that is the Ancients, as we